Alright, you guys, so I've ordered some books and some I've received already. They're all here and I'm going to be doing a little unboxing. So the book that I reviewed, revised or talked about is this one, like at Hudson. Pretty happy. Very nice book. Recommend it. I talked more about it. I'll link the video down below of my little revision. I don't know if I should start them from 1 to 10. It depends, I think, all on value that you get from it. So some people, are more relatable to what she writes about, and some people, don't find it valuable in their point of time. So I found it extremely helpful. The reflections in there made me kind of filter my own emotions and my own thoughts and made me take action. And that's how I started this Insta Stories 2019 book revisions. So extremely helpful. I would rate it 10 out of 10. Of course, if you're not at the point of time where you are, struggling, you need a push, or if everything is going well for you, your career, your health, and you feel like you don't need any extra, stimuli to be, to do, to think, to feel, whatever, then of course you can skip on this book. But for me, it was extremely helpful. I love psychology and it was very psychological because there was lots of space to reflect with plenty of, questions and blank spaces to write things down. So, and I loved it. I'm a massive questioner. Coming to questioner, there is a book to unwrap. Let me see if you can see it. Okay. I'm gonna undress a little. You mind me undressing? So here goes the first package. Let's wrap it together. I was so excited to receive. I was waiting. Well, the mailman comes in. So let's go. Boom. Couple books that I ordered by the same author. So these are the two books, The Four Tendencies and The Better Than Before by Gretchen Rubin, one author. And I found out about this woman in the podcast of Tony Robbins. He has a documentary of I'm Not Your Guru. He's a great self-help guy. I'm very amazed by him. And in one of the interviews, there was Gretchen Rubin talking with the interviewer about these 4 tendencies, and I found it fascinating because I could resemble with one of them. But anyway, just because I'm going to go ahead of it and start to explain you the 4 tendencies, I'm just going to read you a little extract from her website, GretchenRubin.com. So, here you go. We all face 2 kinds of expectations. Outer expectation, like meet work deadlines, answer requests from a friend, and inner expectations, like keep a New Year's resolution, starting meditating, or writing a book, or something that we want to do. So our response to expectation determined by our tendency. That is whether we fit into category of upholder, questioner, obliger, or rebel. And here in this book, she goes into detail of each of these categories. So knowing our tendency can help us set up situations in the way that make it more likely that we'll achieve our aims. We can make better decisions, meet deadlines, meet our promises to ourselves, suffer less stress, and engage more deeply with others. Just as important, knowing other people's tendencies help us to work with them more effectively. Managers, doctors, teachers, spouses, and parents already use the framework to help people reduce conflict and make significant lasting changes. And there's a short quiz that you can take on her website to see what tendency are you. So that's about this book, to see more about my tendency. I'm big questioner. Is the person who asks lots of questions, but not just that. So the questioner is resists outer expectations. When he's being asked to do something, you get the first feeling you get is resistance, and meets inner expectation. If I said to do something, that then I'm doing it. There is also an upholder, obliger, and rebel. So upholder, they meet outer expectations and meet inner expectations as well. This is a very low percentage of people. I'm talking.
I know.
Okay. There's also an obliger that meets outer expectation but resists the inner expectation. So if he has a trouble to start doing something, if he sets to something, sometimes I feel like no.
I'm a obliger? Am I that one?
Yes. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little obliger as well, because I resist to start something. If I want to do something, I just feel a little stuck. Feel a bit of resistance to start.
Just leave
it. So, and there's also a rebel. Rebels resist outer expectations and resist inner expectations. So these two categories, the upholder, the one who is meeting everyone's expectations, meeting inner expectations, is completely different from rebels, who is resisting everyone's expectations, but they're like the minor category from both the four categories there are. So you might find yourself... Sure. Oh, Boo, you're bleeding. Boo, you're bleeding.
I don't know how. I think I just was too strong in the heart center.
Oh, Boo. Okay, let me finish.
Pause it.
Yeah, no, let me finish.
Okay, I'm waiting for your answer.
Okay. My bae asked me for dinner, but I need to finish. There we go. So, yeah, so very, very interesting. So as soon as you know who are you, upholder, question, obliger, rebel, then you'll be interested to know what are other people, because from there you can treat people like differently, because for example obligers, because they meet outer expectations readily, they need someone accountable to tell them, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, or they need vigilance. No, it's not. Someone to hold someone accountable. So if he's being asked to do something, then he's gonna readily do it. But if he wants to start running, it's hard for him because he has no one, like no supervisor, no one tells him, oh, you gotta run. And you can see a couple of her videos. They're very, very interesting. She says, she gives a good example of obligers. She said that there was a girl that was always playing in the team, playing sport in the team, but since she's not playing there anymore, she has a hard time even just go running. So a person is readily meeting outer expectations when it's on the team, when there is accountability, when there's supervision, they readily do it, but they find it hard on Saturday or Sunday to stand up and go in the morning for a run. So very, very interesting thing. I'm going to review this book later, so keep yourself posted or something. Yeah, check, stay tuned. There you go. Stay tuned. I'm gonna check this out. Very, very interesting. And another one, I did not read any. I read some reviews. They say it's life-changing book, and it's a New York Times bestseller. So I'm looking forward to see. It's Mastering the Habits of Our Daily Lives, basically creating habits. I'm going to review this book too. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. So the next ones, I opened this one already, is the Momoja. The Momoja of all Momojers. I love Kris Jenner. I feel like they created an empire, celebrity empire, that's hard to beat, really. She came a long way. She got married, she got divorced, she got remarried. She has 6 kids. She has 9 grandchildren and counting. I think she's impossible to keep up with. So if any of us have cows in their lives, then you cannot even imagine. It's nothing comparing to the Kris Jenner's cows. And I admire this woman very much. I used to watch the show. I love the show, and the way they're being educated by her. I find it amazing how, like, the way they speak, and it's very interesting to see, different side of things. And here she basically writes from the little review here I saw. She writes about her life and her all of her life, and how she's basically keeping up with herself. So I will review it too. This one book I bought in the library, so it even has a library mark from Glasgow, UK, so she got even into the library. And I thought the whole hardcover is going to be like a real hardcover, but no, it looks very classy, like this. So I feel like if you're going into reading in the metro or something, no one sees that you're reading Kris Jenner. Although I'm not understanding why she chose like this type of look for the book. It's really weird. It's like really old-fashioned, so you can put it into a collection, like collectibles, If she writes any more books, I'm gonna stay up to date. I don't see any reason to be embarrassed of this of the book, because sometimes I hear Kardashians, they don't know nothing, but no, really. I mean, they created like such a global, worldwide noise. Then it's hard to miss. They went on European tour. And this mama is next level. And since every one of us, every girl, hopefully is going to become a mom, for us, it's really important to know how to make, life changes, how to teach our kids, and maybe I'll just get some kind of insight and a grip of how to create such a big empire. So, family empire. So, this will be the next. So, next goes this book. Oh, it's so heavy. I don't know which one it is. Let me see. If I can. It's so interesting. I received 2 packages here. This one, and the guy just put them in a box. Like, just squeeze them in. I didn't know I had so much space there. Where are the books? Oh my. This is the body book I thought it's a different book. Okay. Oh my, I didn't expect this one to come at all. Okay, so there it goes like this. There's plenty of women here. Pictures of women. And this is Cameron Diaz, the body books. I heard about this book from Elise Millen. She's a blogger, and she basically kind of praised on this book and says she underlined almost all of the book because she gives like a good advice on body and meals and food, in general, what to eat and what to not. And yeah, I see it has lots of insight, like from a quick scene, nutrition. Okay, this will be very interesting to read. I'm going to review this one too. Can't wait to read. Oh my, I'm so excited. This is amazing. Okay, this is great. And I love the blogger Lydia Liz Millen. I think she's amazing. She's like a big inspiration. And she's in great shape. So, gotta listen to people who are in good shape. I feel like I'm missing another book. Let me see which one is this one. I'm not sure if I can open it like this. Let me see. Okay. This one. The Living Clearly method. This is Hilary Baldwin. It's the wife of Alec Baldwin. And here goes her book. I find her very inspirational. I didn't read much about her or nor the book because I just read it. But I found her in the magazine Hello when I was flying. I wasn't playing. So I saw an article where she had like a third kid, and the next time I was flying, I saw another article when she had a fourth kid, and I was like, this is amazing. How the women find strength to, to produce such a big family. But also I would like to know more if there's insights on how to, maintain, how to support yourself mentally and physically in the state where you're still happy with yourself, because not for the guy information, but for women it's very, very hard. It must be very hard. I haven't experienced, but I'm sure it is very, very hard. And it's the fourth kid, and I mean, women are incredible. So we gotta learn from them. So that's why I bought this book. I got very inspired. I'm going to see. It has a very nice review, so I'm going to see how it. There she is. Plenty of pictures. Very, very colorful book. I'm going to see what she suggests, what she offers, and I'm going to leave a review. Very, very inspiring. Alright, there they come, all the family. Their babies, cooking. 5 principles for fit body, healthy mind, and joyful life. Exciting to read. So I think that's it. I'm missing another book, hopefully it's coming soon. And I'm going to post a little something here as well. So thank you so much guys for, I'm going to put them all here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to post the reviews. We're going to read together. I'm going to, this is another one. The Myth of Mental Illness. It was suggested by Jordan Peterson. This was one of my Insta stories. He's he's a psychiatrist. And he's an amazing speaker. He's one of the best speakers in the world. Check him out. It's Jordan Peterson. Any videos, you'll see how intense he is when he speaks and how he means it, how much he knows. He says that in order to be able to speak about something, you need to know much, much, much more rather than the topic you're talking about. And then he suggests this myth of mental illness is a foundation of the psychiatry, and in Amazon the reviews of this book are incredible. So I just got to read it to know more, because I'm very, very interested in psychology. And yep, this one is the base, guys. Read something about it, take a quiz, do something about it, because this is life-changing. This is a life-changing book. Thank you so much, and till then, bye, till next video. Bye guys, thank you. I love you, bye.